Okay, we're going to work the clock choke from turtle. So we're going to get Ed to go on all fours. Okay, there's a couple of things with the clock choke even before we start. I like the knee driven right underneath his armpit. So if I was on that side, I'd put the knee underneath there. Okay, so from here, I'm going to punch that knee through. So it's right underneath there, but watch where you're putting your weight. You don't want your weight hanging over the top of it, or else you can be arm rolled or all that escapes. Okay, so I'll keep the weight on the near side shoulder. From here, again, I'm not going to leave that arm dangling. If I do, he takes control of the other scale. So, first thing I want to do is I want to just short arm and I want to just pull his gi, okay, and feed it with the other hand. And I like the clock choke nice and deep on his collar. Okay, so it's going to come right the way to there. Now for Ed, I'm going to slacken that off, but I'm not going to do my clock chokes from down there. I'm doing them right up here. There's a couple of hand positions you can have. So we'll get into still. The first one is that one. But the one I like is to grab the edge of the hand. So it's not the wrist, it's not the gi. Okay, the gi's got too much movement and the wrist's better. But I like the hand there because that's, I'm going to keep on pulling that hand into his stomach, which stops him from running around that way. So you won't follow me in the block. So from here, punch the knee through, okay? And then with a short arm, I'm going to pull the gi. So I'm not dangling the arm right the way over where you can take control of it. Okay? And just a short arm, I'm going to pull the gi, open it, and feed it hard, nice and deep. So it's thumb inside, finger out, and then from here, now I can reach through and I can grab that wrist. He's not going to arm roll me from here, okay? So I'll slacken that off around the neck for Ed. First movement I like to make is a step with that foot as far as I reasonably can. You can't go too far, you'll just move with you. I'll try and get as much in front of Ed as I can, okay? And then the second bit is to keep the whole technique. It's not a pull with the arms, it's just putting your hip into the side of his neck. In judo, this is called koshi-jime or hip strangle. And I'm driving the hip into his neck the whole time. So from here, I'm just going to take the left leg back, and then I'm sitting through to there. Now I'll take that hand off just to show you the hip action. That's what's happening. I'm driving the hip into Ed's neck, and at the same time, if I've got his gi nice and deep, is I'm driving that hip in to put the strangle on, which is why it's called the clock strangle. Okay, or hip strangle. So from here, with blocking that hand, it makes it difficult for Ed to run around. Of course he can do that, but it's breaking his pace to an extent. So we'll just do that again. So from here, drive the knee in, short arm, pull the gi, and feed that nice and deep. Okay, I'll slacken that off for Ed, grab the edge of the hand. So I'm right on there. Step with the foot, and then I'm driving the hip right the way into his neck. It's called a clock because it doesn't tap. Another step, and that puts it on. Bear in mind how soft that was on his neck. It was nice and slack. Okay, so just one more time. So from here, I need to get the collar first of all, so I'm breaking them down. I can bump them to open them up, or I like to just punch the knee right into that gap there. So from here, I'm just going to punch it through, open the collar, feed nice and deep. I'll slacken that to there, step, and then forget your arms at this point. Your arms are not pulling. What's happening is you're driving the hip. So the hip drives through to there, and it's the hip that's putting it on. Okay? If it doesn't tap, you step and you keep on driving. Okay? And I'm keeping that nice and slack for Ed. It should be immediate, and it should be a really severe strangle. And that'll come on as a severe strangle if you're up here. Okay? The arm's right down here and that's still going on. So you can see how effective it's going to be. But that's the position that you want up there. Okay?